Now I want to talk about systems implementation. Briefly touched on it in the introduction, but we're trying to implement our processes with the company that's already operating and their processes. We want to keep their processes in place and show how that I want to show how we can kind of navigate that and also combine what we're doing with what they're doing, but keeping the client out of our systems so that they don't get bombarded with a bunch of things that are happening internally, like feedback inside of our company. And it's just clean. They give us a task and they see the final video. There's not a lot of things happening in between. We use Asana internally at Tyson Media, and this is what this looks like. So we've got a video that we actually break down Asana in the project's management systems and how to actually build out a company when you bring them on in our funnel. This is what it looks like inside of Asana. And then they'll give us a task inside their Asana, which they use, and I would show you, but I have to change over completely. But it looks very similar to this. They'll give us a task. I'm just going to do it. So my tasks, this is what's assigned to me right now, and it comes from many people from their team. And I will take that project and we'll put it into our system and then assign it to our editors and project managers that are inside of the Asana company. And we have all these other companies that we're working with currently as well. So similar type process. And then when we actually deliver their projects, which takes us into data sharing platforms, I'll skip these for just a second. When we're done with a video, we use our Dropbox systems. And I love Dropbox. You can do this with Drive as well, where you can actually implement it if you have a Mac into your Finder. So it lives there. And then when you're inside, you can turn things online or offline. So it's not actually on your hard drive. But when we export a video from Premiere, we put that straight into our Dropbox system. So we have all of these folders. Inside that folder, we have all of our companies and then the years prior. And when the next year happens, we put all of these companies into the new year and then start a whole bunch more companies for the next year. And so inside here, we've got Honeylove. This is tons of projects that we do for them. And then that's our system. That's just why I like Dropbox, is it lives on my computer. When we're done, we take that link from Dropbox and we deliver it to Honeylove in their system, which is their file management system through frame.io. People use Google Drive as well, but it looks just like ours does inside of their Finder. And so it works really great for them. Cruising backwards, communication. So we use Slack, and you can see here that I've got a bunch of different companies that we are actually inside their Slack channels. So as if we are part of their team and we're in-house. And then another thing is we will even do text message threads. Some companies just like that. Some people like it. So here's an example of that. So we've got our Journey video team. They're one of our clients. And we just have a group of people inside of here. And we're delivering assets. We're giving feedback, high-level feedback. We're not getting super in the weeds with it. A lot of that stuff lives inside of Asana. And that's the other thing is Stacy, who manages Journey, she's personally in our Asana. So she's actually inside and getting feedback there. And then when the video is done, we deliver it to the text thread so that all of her teams can see it. So these are just the different ways that you kind of change things up from company to company. And then email, same thing. Some companies like email. And then as far as email coordination goes, I've got like 10 different emails for each of the companies. Some of them I don't, like I have a Honeylove, I have a Bullfit email, got a Nomadic email, a Lace Tear email. So and Iconic as well. So almost all of them, but it's just an extra layer of getting really inside of their systems. And I feel like once you have an email, you're part of the team. And it really just speaks to that. Where if you don't, you're kind of always on the outside. And that's fine. But like when you have an email, you're actually really on the team. And we really want to make sure we're on the team. And then we won't worry about these, that last little bits here. But that is the systems implementation. Please let me know if you have any questions about that. Kind of briefly touched on a lot of things, but we will go into more depth on a lot of this inside of our project management course. So we really get into the nitty-gritty of Asana and Dropbox.